While often overlooked, the entryway might be one of the most important spaces in your home. After all, it's the place that welcomes people into your home and, in some cases, might be the only part that visitors see. So why treat your entryway like a total afterthought? You can use clever design features to get organized, brighten the space and make the best first impression possible. Go beyond the welcome mat and make sure your entryway says exactly what you want. Follow these design tips to really make an entrance with your front entryway. Everything in its place. If you're like most homeowners, your entryway can get a little cluttered. As the landing place for kids, guests and even pets, it's all too easy to let piles stack up. The best design tip for your entry is to make sure that everything has a place. Be realistic when planning out your foyer. If you tend to drop your mail when you walk in the door, make sure it has a place to go. Sure, in a perfect world your kids would hang their backpacks in their room, but a couple of hooks in the entry can keep them off of the floor. Even a place to stash shoes out of the way means you're not tripping over boots and flip-flops, and a shoe bin doesn't need to be perfectly organized. Think about how you and your family uses the entryway and get organized. Offer a seat. One thing that most entryways tend to miss is a place to sit. Naturally, you're not going to invite people to pull up a chair in your front foyer. Still, a place to sit gives a convenient place to slip on shoes or sort through the mail when coming and going. What's more, a bench can double as a clever storage solution for shoes and jackets to help cut down on clutter. Look for a bench with shelving or one that hinges open to make your entryway comfortable and convenient. Look up your entryway as the perfect place to define your style. While it might be a tighter area, you can capitalize on wall and ceiling space to bring in some extra style. A statement chandelier, for example, can give guests an idea of your home's style, or a grouping of picture frames can add some interest to the walls. Travel much? Your foyer walls are the perfect place to display shadow boxes, mementos, and souvenirs so visitors get an idea of what's important to you. Define the space. If you live in an open-concept home, a front entryway can be tricky. Without a clear definition between the foyer area and the rest of the home, you could be left scratching your head. Defining the space with color and furniture lets visitors know where the entry ends and the home begins. Stage your entry with furniture so there's a clear delineation between it and the rest of your home. A well-placed bookcase or table gives a place to set keys, or a bench and locker set shows guests where to stash their stuff. Entryway too small for furniture? Utilize a bold color or even wallpaper to bring attention to the foyer without clutter. Reflect light. Entryways are notoriously tight in some homes and others can suffer from a lack of light. Bounce some brightness into the entry by utilizing mirrors to reflect light. This works especially well if your front door features windows. By angling a mirror directly across the source of light, you can essentially double down on whatever natural brightness you have to make your entry feel larger and airier. Invite guests. Remember that your entryway should serve as a way to welcome guests into your home. Make sure that it gives the right impression and help your guests always feel comfortable. Offer a defined place to put things so that guests aren't left holding coats,